Now, there might be some people out there that think owning an e-bike means losing all your fitness, getting slow, and also getting fat. Well, today we are with a fine figure of a man, Ben from the Strength Factory, to make sure that you stay on top of your strength and your fitness while you're riding your e-bike. Now, you might have seen Ben on one of the EMBN shows where we talked about New Year, New You, and what a better place to start than January. But Ben, the question is, can you actually get unfit on an e-bike?
Unfit's a strong word, Steve. But I think for an experienced mountain biker, maybe coming from normal pedal bikes onto an e-bike, there is a bit of a risk of losing some leg strength and depending on how you use your bike, maybe losing a bit of fitness as well.
Ooh, crikey. But hold on, that's for the experienced mountain biker. But what about for someone who's new to the sport, for someone who's coming out to explore the countryside? Surely something is...
Exactly, yeah. Something is better than nothing, and you can absolutely improve your health and fitness on an e-bike. And to all the people just starting off, just stick with it, you know, past January.
Now, I want to pick you up on 2 points you made there. The first thing was that you think you lose leg strength, which I don't disagree with. And the other thing is you lose fitness, which I totally disagree with. So do you want to just talk us through those 2 points, those 2 comments?
No,
because they're big comments.
Yeah, and it's anecdotal as well. You know, I don't have studies to back this up. This is what I've seen and experienced, okay? So first of all, the leg strength, Steve. Now, as we know, like modern e-bikes, they're getting more powerful, but they reward that high cadence, you know, to keep on top and to get the boost. And when we're spinning like that, you're just not putting as much force into the pedals. And I think that if you're mostly e-biking and mostly riding it in the way that they're intended to be ridden, then there's a real risk of losing that leg strength.
Now, we're going to come back to Ben a little bit later on to explain how to keep on top of and develop that leg strength. But I want to come back to you on a point, and that is, I think I've just got different strength now to what I have previously. I'm doing road rides which are quicker than they were. It seems like I can spin easier. What's going on there?
Yeah, I think basically, Steve, you've really just adapted to riding e-bikes all the time, and that higher cadence. You know, with the power assist, chances are a lot of your riding has become a lot more aerobic, which is really important for developing like your base fitness, that endurance fitness, and it really underpins like all the higher qualities.
So you're saying I've got a better aerobic fitness? It certainly feels that way.
Yeah, I'd suggest that's probably the case.
Right,
and
okay.
You know, from what I've seen, I've known you a few years now, I think potentially you're riding more than ever, and you're spending less time in uplift vans as well. And
that's the great thing about riding e-bikes.
This is uplift, isn't it? Right there, but...
Right, let's go and see how we can develop those legs, yeah?
Happy days.
Yeah. Right, Ben, I'm in trail mode. Cadence is good. I mean, the temptation is to keep at this pace all the way up the hill.
And you know what, mate? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that either. However, if we're thinking about keeping strong and fit, or even getting fitter and stronger, then I think it's a really great idea, once or twice a week, 2 or 3 climbs each time, bang it down into eco mode, drop the cadence, and let's get a bit more force going through those legs.
What kind of time are we talking on a hill? Like 20 seconds?
Well, I think a bit longer than that really to get a proper effect out of it. We're not going max effort here, we're not trying to blast your heart rate, but you know, 2 to 5 minutes I think.
2 to 5 minutes in eco mode? Are you absolutely off your head?
Absolutely spoiled mountain bike journalist here who only rides in turbo.
It's actually not true. So let's go and have a chat. Let's go and have a go at this eco hill climb challenge.
I'm just going to check that you are actually in eco. He was in trail mode.
Like, you know, I do not do standing climbs.
Yeah, because why would you now? Because it's harder,
It doesn't feel right.
And the bike doesn't reward it.
It totally does.
Whereas on an old trail ride, you'd get to a steep bit and you'd have to stand up or you wouldn't get up it, would you?
No, I just go into eco for the seat up and then spin it like this.
There we go.
Which is a different type of fitness, different strength, right? Question is, Ben, should you be doing this sat down or stood up? I feel like stood up is much better.
So, look, there's no right or wrong answer, and I'd say the answer is do both, you know, mix it up, challenge your body in different ways. Something I'd say in general for all mountain bikers, e-bike or not, is you probably should spend more time standing, climbing, just to develop that strength. And also, it just lays a foundation if you're then going to do any sort of sprint training or anything like that.
Now, for you guys who've got a cadence counter on your e-bikes, probably something between 50 to 70, Ben, right?
Yeah, it's quite a broad range, you know, so the fitter, stronger you are, the lower you might be able to go. Go on, mate.
I think the message here is all about good habits, right? I mean, 2 to 3 minutes. We've probably only done about a minute.
Maybe you're pushing a little too hard there. But yeah, habits are the key, aren't they? Well, I'm not telling people you need to start doing training rides. This is just a normal ride of your mates where you're a bit smart with your time.
And relax.
How was that, Steve?
Feels good. Feels good, feels, yeah. Oh, I love it. And you kind of forget, because, you know, you get in the habit of sat down spinning because, you know, after all, that gets the optimum out of the motor. But like I said earlier, what we're trying to get is that strength and
that force, and you know what? It's burning you a bit today because you haven't done it in a while and it feels good. But yeah, it's just that feeling of just that bit more force through the pedals, feeling that, you know, you're using strength rather than that momentum of the cadence.
Do you know what, Ben? I feel something new coming on here. Hashtag EcoClimb.
Yes.
I want to pick up one thing. In terms of surfaces, I think this is a good thing to do on a continuous gradient, so you can actually work yourself into it and feel your heart rate and the cadence, you know, getting the right rhythm for it, right?
Yeah, you don't want anything too technical for this. A fire road is great for this, and just start steady, and as you get into it, just go a couple of gears harder, drop the cadence, feel that force, and then take it to top.
Hashtag EcoClimb. So you go to the gym, right, Ben?
Yeah, I think we need to get some technique coaching first, mate.
Really?
Yeah, come and see me.
So uphill, check, but there's got to be more to it. There's got to be a bit of fun involved. I mean, I love riding downhill.
Don't we all? I mean, that's what this is all about, isn't it? It's getting to the top in style, Steve. And yeah, riding downhill, technical trails, in my opinion, everyone's going to be a better rider in a better position if they're stronger.
So what are we talking exactly? Sounds to me like we're heading to the gym, right?
You know what? I love the gym, I'm biased, but yeah, the gym is one option, some body weight training is another option.
That's an easy thing to do at home.
Yeah, exactly. At home, in the garage, in the garden, or, you know, out in the park, you know, get some fresh air.
Tell me about like time and how many times a week do you do it as well?
So, look, there's no set rules, basically. Something is always better than nothing, Steve. I'm really realistic. Everyone, all your people listening and watching, they're busy, yeah? But twice a week, 45 minutes each, is a great place to start, and a lot of people can fit that in. And people say, oh, just ride your bike more. But you know what? On your lunch break, you probably can't go e-biking, but you might be able to go to the gym.
There you go. Right, let's drop into this downhill.
Happy days, let's do it.
Hey, listen, on an e-bike, I'm probably doing twice as many downhill runs anyway. Is that not enough in itself?
Yeah, you know what? 2 or 3 times many downhill runs in the same time is going to help get you stronger and better on the bike. But if you want to better adapt to dealing with all those runs now, then the best way to do that is to get stronger, Steve.
Wow, so as you've proved, Ben, I think it doesn't matter that it's an e-bike or whatever bike, it's actually what you do on the bike that counts. So don't forget, guys, hashtag EcoClimb, get in the gym, whether it's body weight or weights. These things are going to help you with your fitness. You know, from me today, I've learned to get back out to the saddle in eco, low cadence. I'm definitely going to be doing it
Happy days. Yeah, and I'm really confident you'll feel the benefit as well.
So there you go, guys. If you want to see some more e-bike inspiration, what you can do if you're really fit, have a look at the videos down below. Ben, thanks for joining us. I think we need to follow this up with some more. I think there's lots of science behind this. Let's get into that. In the meantime, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Let us know your thoughts on everything to do with fitness. Maybe you've got yourself a new e-bike for Christmas. Hopefully this has helped you. Hit on the globe to subscribe to EMBN. Ben, nice one.
Cheers, mate.